Hello, everybody. How are you today? Such a beautiful, beautiful day in Nova Scotia, and a lot of people still don't have they still don't have power, and it's not good. These storms are continuing to get worse, and climate change really has to be looked at in all areas, not just clear cutting, not just plastic, not just fracking, not just anything, everything we do, the way we treat people, their wages, because you can't get off of fossil fuels if you don't have the money to do it. Not everybody's going to get another job, and not everybody's going to get that good money. You got to up the wages, and you got to do it now. And with this federal election coming, we need a new Green Deal. We need a new Green Deal. We need everything changed. And this includes store hours that nobody in fighting climate change wants to discuss. But anyway, I'll get back to that in a moment. I want to thank Nova Scotia Power for all the hard work that they're doing to getting people hooked up. And it's real frustrating for those that are not. Having said that, Stephen McNeil, if you remember, our premier, promised us at one point in time he's going to break the monopoly. I'll put a picture on his promise at the end of the video. And it never happened. And did you notice that the opposition parties, silent. You never heard a thing about it. They didn't pressure the government. Hey, why didn't you keep that promise? And I scratch in my head, in my neck, because I'm itchy. Why? And I got thinking, there must have been money changed hands. This happened with the Sunday shopping plebiscite. Why would nobody be opposed to a democratic vote that we had and just all of a sudden go quiet? And I do know myself that the corporations are in charge of everything. I know when I was up at Cookville before the last election, and I brought up Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and Mark Fury's response was, "It's a corporate world." I didn't need him to tell me that. I'm glad he did, because I see it is. And this is what we got to change if we want to save our climate, if we want to improve our workforce. We can't be divided, my friends. We can't let them keep dividing us. They're going to destroy every one of us. There's another hurricane, or it's not a hurricane, but it's going to develop into a tropical storm, and it's going to hit poor Bahamas again. They lost everything. This is all a vicious cycle. And it's been hit hard up here, but nothing like Barbados. And if we think, oh, well, it's not going to happen here, well, it can happen here. And I mean, it's devastating to have no power if you want to keep clean. And the loss of life is more serious. And look what's going on. And you have people out there, oh, this is just a cycle. Come on, people, don't believe that. BS, because it's BS. It's people being paid by these fossil fuel companies because they want you to believe it so they can keep doing what they're doing. It's no problem to see the earth is warmed. We need to be supporting Greta Thunberg. She should be on our local TV channels. She should be on Rick Howe, Sheldon McLeod, Todd Vino. She should be on the CBC. Let the young teenagers speak. We are headed down the end. When's that? I don't know, but everything. It's dry summers that never was, wells that never went dry, animals are dying. I see more people sick passing away, and I do believe it's related to a climate. We don't even treat our own people good anymore. We don't treat them good mentally, physically, as I spoke in my last video. We are headed down a path that these guys, these scammers, are leading us. And I can assure you, they'll be looked after, but we won't. And I often wonder, someone said to me the other day, they said about do you think all these trips to Mars are for nothing? And I don't. It's probably where the 1% is going to go if this planet ceases to exist. And if we don't step in, we're going to lose everything. Greta Thunberg had a good point. She said, if we can save the banks, why can't we save our planet? And we should be saving our planet. As you all know, I am on the side of people fighting climate change. But I want to be noted for this point. It doesn't matter if you're on the fossil fuel sides or you're on the climate change side. Everything is about money. Everything. There's money to be made on solar. There's money to be made on your panels. There's money to be made on all this stuff. There's money to be made getting elected on all this stuff. Am I selling them out? No. But everything today, my point is about money. What I'm fighting here with these stores and stuff, there's no money, a lot of people believe, to shut them down. But it is money to be made because staff gets that rest. That's good on hospital bills if you're healthy and mentally. So yes, it is very important. It's got to do with money. We got to stop feeding the 1%, the top guys and the shareholders. We need a new Green Deal. We need governments that are going to look out for us, not their interests. This has got to change. It was terrifying to see that there might be another, there's a map there of 2 storms forming, and it shows them headed up towards Nova Scotia. And we could get wiped out. There's nothing, no guarantee. I hope it misses us. I hope it doesn't form. But things are getting worse. You can see it. Don't listen to these people that are paid to come on here to tell you otherwise. But I'm really disappointed in Elizabeth May and all these parties. They don't want to touch store hours. Your addictions are going to come get you. Every one of you. They're going to get you. And what Doran went through, you see everything was shut down. So, and it's going to happen again. And why don't we think of, we can't think of people, then we're not going to think of this planet. And there's not enough people out there that shares my videos or comments on climate change. It's real serious. I believe it's real serious. I see it. I see it in so many things. It's really sad. Because we got such a beautiful planet, we don't want to leave it to the younger generation like this, do we? Do you want to leave this planet saying, oh, I could have did something? I don't need to be the only one giving live shots or speaking out letter to the editor or on Rick Howe. I'd go on CTV if they give me a call. No phone call. And this is the power these corporations have. That much power. That much power that Nova Scotia Power is still got the monopoly. You didn't see it go, and you don't see the opposition parties hooting about it. This guy's stupid? I might look at guys, but I'm not. I know what's going on. There's probably money changed hands. And hey, money talks, and that's the problem. They're supposed to be in there to represent us. And a question to all of you, should they bury the Nova Scotia power lines? I think they should, but someone come on and said it would cost billions of dollars. Well, isn't it costing us billions of dollars to have these guys go around every week? Every storm, well, not every week, but every storm. It's adding up to a lot of money. They got to bring people in for other provinces. It's inconvenient you. And yes, there's someone who told me there'd be transformers on the power lines they can't bury. Well, yeah, there's stuff that will go, but surely we can make life better for people instead of making the top 1% rich. But we did have a nasty storm, but nothing like Barbados. Nothing. Really horrifying to look and see all these people that lost life in their homes. And it's horrifying to sit back and watch people say nothing. Oh, there's that darn Tony on their video again running his lips. You know what? We need to be all doing it. We need to be pushing for a new Green Deal. We need to be trying to make this a better country. Nothing wrong with that. What they did to us in that plebiscite was in the mind games leading up to it and after. Like the mind games, for example, you used to see a poll on there. Do you want Sunday shopping, yes or no? Where do you think it come from, people? It come from the corporations, which control the media, and they put it on there. And over and over and over they said it till you believed you needed it. Did you ever see a poll? Do you want the banks open? Do you want government offices open? They didn't give you that choice. They discriminated against low-income people. They took advantage of their mental health, playing these ridiculous games, and taking advantage of you because they know you love sugar. Hey, I can sit there and I'm guilty. I eat bars and junk and I shouldn't have. But they know it. That's why they want it open all the time. But they would make just as much money in 6 days and maybe 4 nights. But as I said before, Mother Nature will eventually shut everything down. It won't just be on Sunday or an evening. We really need to change our ways. And we need to do it soon. We should be supporting Greta Thunberg. I would like to see CTV, ATV, whatever, Global, CBC, Rick Howe. I'd like to see all the news media try to get in contact with Greta Thunberg. Her email's in my description to contact them. If she can't come here, she could go on Skype, Facebook Live. Let the girl speak. She's fighting for all the young people, and if any young people here are watching, it's your future. It's our generation that's messing up your life, and you better wake up to see it, because they are. And they're playing these games. People hired online. I've been bullied online by some of these people because they want to shut me up. They want to shut Greta Thunberg up. They attack her all the time. Now, imagine, worried about a teenage girl. Now think about it. Because she is going by what the scientists are telling her. And the scientists know a lot more than these trolls that are on Facebook, YouTube. They know. Scientists know we are in trouble. I see it around the beaches. People are evacuated this last storm during Doran. It's really a scary thing. We've been lucky here. But I know people that haven't. I know one lady had a tree go into her living room. Is this our future? Is this the norm? We're going to be so used to it that not going to bother. Please get involved. It's not like something you go out and you see someone robbing a bank or that, but this is really happening. I seen it. I remember this time of year, we used to get like it's cool today, but it used to be cool in the middle of August. And it was hot all summer, dry all summer. But we can improve a lot on our future. This election, these guys, I don't care what anyone says, but all these parties, the corporations are controlling them. And when they see which way the party is going to get in, they throw money at them. And the only way we can make change is we all got to do it together with lots of pressure. Not just with, a little crowd. Extinction Rebellion is doing things. And, there could be more people in Extinction Rebellion. But my message to everyone fighting climate change, if you're fighting climate change, you fight it with everything. These stores with lights on all the time, that's not environmentally friendly. I don't care if they're using LED lights or whatever they are. They're still burning fossil fuels. And I'll go with some people and show them sometime. These stores aren't busy all the time. There's no need of it. And if, you can be open all the time if you're paying your employees a slave wage. Letter carriers do not have to work 7 days a week to get the shifts. And they make good money. Government workers and banks, and you don't see any polls or anything like that on TV. You don't see anyone in government offering to work weekends. I mean, wake up. It's a scam. They're just listening to what big business wants. Same as Nova Scotia Power. And I do appreciate what the workers have done, but they should not have a monopoly. People should have the right to have a day of rest. One day out of the weekend. Nobody's forced you to go to church. Nobody's holding anything against your head. You got that choice. Let people have a choice. And you'd be surprised, you go into a store or even a restaurant, if they had that day off, they're going to be relaxed. It's good for your mind. We all need it. We're human. And if we let these robots take over, we're not going to have no doctors, nurses, nothing. Our earth everything is going down because of one thing: corporations. All you complained about churches, but you know what? Churches aren't perfect. Hey, I admit it. But you know what? There are good people in churches. Not all of them are bad, and they teach love. Corporations don't. They teach get sales, get more sales, get more sales. They don't think about the employee having rest. They don't think about any of that. They think about the way to make more money. If they can frustrate you to leave, someone comes in cheaper. That's how the game is played. And the only way we can change things in Canada, Nova Scotia, is we got to start talking. It's never going to change. And I'm afraid the end is going to come quicker than anything. Because I can see it. That storm was a big storm. It's not like Juan. This was over a wide area, so they're even getting bigger. You couldn't even go anywhere in Nova Scotia. The whole storm was hitting, and there are people that were lucky, and there are people that were not. There are people still without power. Oh, and I want to say another thing. It's getting so that you need to get a generator. Now you think about it. Generators burn gas, fossil fuels. It's a vicious cycle. It's a no-win. You buy a generator to save your food, but you're hurting the environment because you're using fossil fuels. We need another system. Things are getting really bad, and it's not good. Well, I think it's some time I get off of here. I hope you have a great day. Just remember, life can be good. We can make a better province in Nova Scotia, but when these guys come to your door, the Liberals, Conservatives, NDP, the Green Party, ask them to put it in writing. Whatever you're asking them, ask them to put it in writing. And if they'll resign if they don't keep their promise. That's another thing. If you make a promise, keep your promise. It's nothing but a bunch of games. People telling you things just to get elected. And I'm sorry. I don't agree with it. And I am. A lot of my views are either NDP or Green, but it doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on. Everything's about money. The corporations are involved, and they got to get out. We got to get them out of government. And there must be a way. There must be a way. We all got to get together to get them out. Here there are companies storing millions and millions of dollars in offshore bank accounts. But we got no doctors. We got no nurses. Workers are working poor wages. They play games with them that they should be working 7 days a week to pick up shifts. Well, letter carriers and other people don't have to do that. Come on, people, wake up. When you're working for nothing, they can make money. And jack prices up too, because prices aren't cheap. You're not living any better. And it's bad for the environment with these lights on all the time. I've seen it myself. Stores dead. Nobody's shopping. People in malls just twiddling their thumbs looking for something to do. Just so in case you forgot that underwear that you could go in and buy it. But we're all paying for that. But they don't tell you that. They just jack the prices up. And the big myth that they would close when it's not busy. It's not true. Because they're still open. And we're all paying for it. We're all paying for our climate. And the younger people like Greta Thunberg, who's fighting for all you young people, if any of you are watching, you should be supporting her, striking with her on the strikes that they have at schools. Even adults, you should all be supporting her. I'm proud of her. We should all be proud of her. Have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye for now.